Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there. We back. That's right, kids. Another Unlimited Justice. And no, Zatanna's not out this week. You're going to have
Just
some
poops
fun.
and giggles, kids.
That's right. It's me, Phil, and of course, that Power Girl. It is.
Little Hellfire.
So you may not remember, but when we started Unlimited Justice, you gave me a list of stuff you wanted to get to, and these issues we're covering today were on your list. So
yes, they were.
Secret Origins.
I forgot how weird Secret Origins were.
Oh,
I totally forgot.
Especially right after Crisis. Yeah. So yes,
I think this is the weirdest thing they ever did in Secret Origins, personally.
Which one?
The Power Girl one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because we're gonna cover our
only for Infinite spoilers. Only for Infinite Crisis to be like, yeah, no, I don't know why you thought that. Try to freaking gaslight us.
Because people are
Earth 2 Power Girl is the best version, and it's so stupid that we lost it. It's they kicked themselves in the foot with that one. I'm sorry. Same thing with Helena Wayne. It's like we lost two really great female characters that had such a rich history, interesting, set them apart for what?
Well, yeah, again,
for something they hate that they did 50 years later, you know?
Yeah, and again, it's like, those are probably the biggest casualties of Crisis, or like so many female characters. Again, we mess with Power Girl's origin so much. Yeah, we lost Helena Wayne and all the Earth 2 stuff, and then then they paralyzed Barbara Gordon.
Yeah, it's wild time to be alive, bro.
They kind of wanted to they kind of tried to shrink the brand down.
Sausage party.
Yeah, because Byrne only wanted Superman to be the only Kryptonian survivor and stuff. And
how did that work out? It's like, yeah, Batman should be a loner. Has 50 million orphan sidekicks.
Well, they kind of killed off Jason Todd, and then he for 89, of course, to coincide with a certain movie, he was kind of a loner.
It was like, babes, yeah, it's so stupid. Corporate synergy is stupid.
Oh, that was that. Yeah. I love how the fans killed Jason. It's like, no, I think corporate synergy did.
It was rigged for sure.
Oh,
it was such a close vote. It had to be rigged. I think that's why we're getting that Robin Lives. Honestly.
Yes.
They're like, we did have an alternate.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, they had. I mean, again, since there was no internet and stuff back in the day, yeah, they had both versions ready.
I want to see the freaking phone call logs. Produce them, DC, because I'm curious.
I bet you that Robin Lives. I mean, they probably already had.
I bet you they had people calling in, pushing that button at DC.
Supposedly, the legend is some guy had I don't know, some kind of
auto dialer.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's probably somebody back in the back office saying, "No, I want to kill him."
Yeah, exactly. But I really didn't care for that version of Jason. But when he came back, is when I fell in love with Jason. Red Hood Jason is far superior to Robin Jason.
He won your heart. He won your heart when he dumped that duffel bag full of severed heads on the table.
Yes. Because as much as I love Nightwing, he's kind of a goody two shoes. Same thing with Tim. Tim just wanted Batman to love him. Jason kind of stole Bruce's heart and he took him under his wing. It's a whole different dynamic for Jason compared to any other Robin. So I'm just saying.
That's the thing. I don't know. I mean, what do you like better? I mean, after New 52, they kind of cleaned Jason up where he's part of the Bat family now. But when he first came back, he was basically just like, yeah, I'm killing him. F you, old man,
Yeah, that's my favorite version. But I do like that they brought him back in this fold. I do feel like it needed to be done. Did it need to be done in the way that New 52 did it? No, but, it was a means to an end. And I think a lot of fans, just fans of the Robins against Bruce, enjoy what Jason brings to that dynamic as well. So.
Do you ever see that meme where it's my paycheck, and it's a picture of Jason as Robin, and it says my bills, and it's a crowbar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, let's jump into the wacky world of freaking Secret Origins and
yes,
volume 2, mind you. Have to specify. Don't want you guys to get
exact,
lost. Number
exact.
11.
You know what? Here, I'm gonna throw this cover up. I mean, I like this cover because it's like it's power. You know, it's not oh hey they're bigger than her head, Power Girl, but
Yeah. It's very proportionate.
yes, yeah, yeah.
She's a very fit young woman or old lady, per this
Oh damn,
retcon.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, she's still a little busty, but yeah, she's not. Yeah,
I like this version of Power Girl suit with the blue gloves, blue boots,
yeah,
and the
yeah, yeah.
cape. I like it. I don't mind her new suit, to be honest, though.
Yeah,
It's
and again,
just the bolero. Like, bolero should just be banned. I'm a firm believer in no boleros. Give me a cape, but no boleros.
yeah, yeah. Again, it works for. Yeah, I think the cape works for her. All right, there we go. Secret Origins number 11. There you go. Everyone's showing their chest on that cover. You know, Power Girl, Hawkman.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Secret Origins, Volume 2, Number 11, February 1987. Well, the Power Girl is Ancient Histories, and then the Secret Origin of the Golden Age Hawkman.
We're only doing Power Girls, so don't even worry about that.
Hey, well, okay. Yeah, writer Paul Kupperberg, penciler Mary Wilshire, inker Mary Wilshire, colors Carl
Oh my
Gafford.
God, Carl! Carl? What are you doing here?
No, editor Albert de Guzman, or letterer Albert de Guzman, and editor Robert Greenberg. See, I read both, but I was like, oh, she's a JSA fan. So are we just doing Power Girl or?
Yeah, we're just do Power Girl because Hawkman's kind of boring. Yeah. If you want to read the Hawkman Secret Origin, Golden Age Hawkman Secret Origin, is nothing to write home about. I'm gonna be so real with you. It's one of the weakest Golden Age characters. I like the modern. Well, I like the Silver through Bronze Age version of Hawkman the
And
most.
again, it's like unless he's from Thanagar, any other version of Hawkman, it's like ancient Egypt mythology, reincarnation.
It's giving Daniel from freaking Stargate, so pass.
Oh my. But see, yeah, Secret Origins 11. Yeah, that's a Jerry Ordway cover. Yeah.
Yes, so good. I enjoy it.
All right. So, since the crisis on Infinite Earths and the disappearance of her cousin Kal-El, yes, just an L.
Wait,
her-
this issue is actually so sad though. She's
I
like,
know.
they don't need me for anything until they need me to save them, and then once I'm gone, I disappear, and they don't think about me. I have no place on my own. Like, it was so
I know.
sad.
Which again, I don't know if it's because of the Burn reboot, but I'm just like, Supergirl's gone. She's been wiped from existence. There should be more stuff for Power Girl to be. There should be more of a place for Power Girl because there is no Supergirl at the moment.
Thank God for the symbiote ship, I guess.
Yeah, in her entire Earth 2 history, Kara Zor-El felt lost, with the only thing left of her original past being the symbiote ship that somehow survived the change in history.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, Earth 2 Power Girl and Earth 2 Superman, because that Superman actually raised his cousin with Lois, and they thought of her as their daughter. So he's the superior one. He didn't just pawn her off on somebody. That's the thing that pisses me off. Like, I hate that. And then they did that in the show too. So they kind of had to, but
yeah. As she ponders about what she's going to do next, the symbiote ship suddenly comes to life with energy, and she is trapped within a magical energy field.
it had to be magic. All Kryptonians are susceptible to magic. That's how we should have known this was a lie.
Exactly. Then the appearance of an old man in sorcerer's clothes reveals to Kara her true history. She comes from the ancient civilization of Atlantis, being the granddaughter of its greatest hero, Orion, and given power.
Listen, no disrespect to Paul, but isn't this the dumbest fucking origin you ever heard in your life?
Yeah, I'm like, why ancient Atlantis?
Exactly.
I mean, there's so many other mystical things you probably could have done that weren't 45,000 years old.
And I think I blame this for that Supergirl movie, why there's so much magic in it. Helen Slater, I still love you, but that movie is a floppity flop.
You couldn't even find that for how many years?
Yeah, they well right when DC Finite was actually like still streaming and stuff, that's when they decided to put everything out. Like all the old quote unquote lost Superman stuff from like the 50s and 40s
Yeah.
magically resurfaced as well. It was kind of wild to watch. Like, so you
Imagine
guys have been lying to me. The
exactly.
Fleischman cereals were found magically too. It was kind of wild.
Yeah.
I have a long memory, DC.
Should I even finish this or no?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry
no,
for
no, 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 no,
interjecting.
no. I'm just saying. And give him his brother Garn Danuth, however, attempted to re-enter the physical plane of existence by using Kara as his vessel. In order to keep her safe and prevent Garn from destroying her, Orion had Kara cast into a suspended animation crystal and cast into another dimension where she would age only 20 years during that time.
Not even old enough to drink. Damn.
Exactly. Ryan also believed Kara also had Kara believe that she was the cousin of Superman in order for her to
Boo!
properly acclimate herself to the future time she would arrive in. The appearance of Orion now transforms the entire symbiote ship into a star symbol etched into the buckle of Kara's belt, and she now felt as though she had family again.
She
Get
could
him?
still have family.
I know, I know. And again, it's so weird because like when he first appears, I mean, it totally. I mean, maybe it's just
It felt like manipulation.
maybe, yeah, maybe it was totally hindsight, but yeah, from the second he appears, it just seems like, oh
Cause
yeah,
you go, it's magic. No,
he's
I don't believe
rewriting
this.
her. Yeah, because she almost seems like she's in a trance too. I'm like, it almost seems like yeah, Magic's rewriting her memories. You know.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the best thing they ever did for Power Girl was doing Infinity Inc.
Mm.
And if I could get a reboot of Infinity Inc. somewhere somehow,
What did you see there? I mean, after the Jeff Johns stuff's done, I guess they're coming out with a new JSA book, and Infinity Inc. supposed to be playing a part in it.
oh, interesting.
Yeah, hold on, let me look this up because I forget who's writing it. It's not Jeff Johns writing it, so.
Oh, okay. Listen, I
Mm,
give Jeff Johns a lot of shit, but like his JSA stuff, top notch.
yeah, 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 yeah. Which I wonder when the new one's going to come out because his Justice Society keeps getting delayed.
I'm not talking about the new 52 Infinity Inc. by the way either.
Oh no, 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 yeah, no, classic.
Like, let me be clear.
The '80s, yeah, no, no, no.
I'm talking about the one from 1983 that started All Star Squadron number 25. That one. Let me be
Yes,
very clear with y'all.
yes, yeah, no, 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 no. The old school stuff, yes. Mm,
And technically, they were gonna like some of that Young Justice stuff. They were like, Young Justice was such a is such a mess because they had so many things to pull from, and they got into an argument about where they should be pulling things from. This is one of the things they wanted to do, Earth 16 specifically. So I was just like, all right, they kind of botched it, but I'll leave it alone.
no, why can't I find this? But yeah, I swear there was an announcement. It might have been a
Did you dream it? Are you manifesting in
No,
your
no,
sleep?
no, no. I swear there was an announcement at Comic Con. That was like one of the only things that they also announced besides that absolute stuff. But yeah, no, I forget who's writing it. But yeah, there's a Justice Society book coming out after the Jeff Johns one wraps up. Yeah, and they said Infinity Inc.'s going to play.
Oh, it's Jeff Lemire.
It might be. It might be. I can't remember.
So
But
he's doing the JSA one. That's the one that
okay.
I saw, and it's like mainly featuring Hawkman and Hawkgirl as the front stars for that one. And they are gonna. It's a team up between JSA and Infinity Inc.
Oh
Is
yeah,
that the one? Yeah.
yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
And I think this year it's just JSA. So yeah, they have like Wildcat, Doctor Fate, and then
yeah, here it is. Yeah,
Infinity Inc. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It'll
It's
just
the children of the original JSA members is the twist for that one. So
and the Infinity Inc. from the '80s will also be featured in the book in some way. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because I remembered seeing a cover when they announced the scene a cover. I think it was Jade or something on the cover. Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. That's the image I saw. Yeah. Yeah, that's the image I saw.
Okay, yeah, that's the tweet. So
yeah,
that's why you should be watching on YouTube, kids, for visuals. Or you can listen on YouTube too, and then come back and see the video later. Whatever.
That's true.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah, because they've been kind of teasing it. Yeah, it's JSA stuff. Well, again, I mean, we have this Jeff Johns stuff right now, but yeah, they've been teasing that for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've needed Infinity Inc. back for. I don't think we've done it Infinity. Well, like you said, unless it was like New 52, we haven't done it in a long time.
I don't count anything from New 52 except for Batman Incorporated. That is the only thing I will give New 50 and Green Arrow and freaking Aquaman. Those were like the three things, and then they canceled it 8 issues in. So Batman Incorporated almost doesn't even count.
Yeah.
I've been forever salty for that. That's like right up there with Wonder Woman snicker ad, honestly.
Yeah.
Mark your bingo card.
The whole planning of the New 52 was very sloppily done.
Bro, if we're gonna be honest, the original Crisis was sloppy. Infinite Crisis was sloppy. I'm gonna tell you the only one that I really, really like is 0 Hour. I'm sorry. I feel like that's the only one that was actually thought out.
Well, yeah, because it's like even the original Crisis, they did stuff, and I don't think they ever thought of it.
They regretted it.
The repercussions, because it's like, oh yeah, Superman was never Superboy, and it's like everyone writing the Legion of superheroes was like, what the F? Okay, and so what are we supposed to do?
You're elsewhere tales now, boys.
That's what I said. Every Crisis, I think Legion gets hit the hardest because
they do truly.
You completely change the present, and then everyone in the future is like, ah, shit.
Well, it depends on what kind of multiversal time travel rules you live by. You could be living in a branch pocket universe,
I don't think DC ever wants to say, oh no, the Legion is just like a possible future, because then people will be like, it's not the real future. I don't have to pick it up.
Honestly, I think a possible future is better than a concrete future. So, because you will go back and look for clues. You know what I mean? Like, if you do it right. But you have to have like coordination with those writers, or you have to have writers that really know the lore. These days, I feel like writers don't know the lore of things that they're writing. Yeah. I'm not going to name names, but I'm sure you at least 3 different people popped into your head.
But again, too, it's so far in the future. I think DC likes having to be saying, "Oh yeah, this is the definitive future," because since it's like 1,000 years in the future, it's like, yeah, it's fine because
that definitely means it's not definitive. That's way too far.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff that can happen between now and then. Yeah,
especially with we have those literal universal ending threats and Darkseid and things like that. So I don't think there's anything as a definitive future, even literally in reality, in our reality. I don't think there's anything as a definitive future because we're not gonna have one, kids. I mean, we're World War III is right at our doors here. What's that saying? I don't know what weapons they'll be used in World War III, but I know World War IV will be sticks and stones. It's the vibes. And I'm just trying to read comic books and be happy.
Exactly.
So let's get over to what is that? Number 20, Secret Origins number 20.
Number 20. So yeah, the Batgirl.
On the list, really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting artistic choice.
You had a bunch of Secret Origins, but yeah, these both were on the list.
Yeah, so I like Babs and everything. This one is you know what? It's kind of fun. I like Dr. Mid-Nite. It's kind of an unusual pairing, is probably why I picked it.
Oh, so do you want to do both of these or?
If you want. It's up to you. I'll let you do the call.
I mean, which one did you want to do? Batgirl?
Yeah, I can do Mid-Nite too. But listen, Dr. Mid-Nite is an unsung hero, literally.
Yes.
It's very much Watchmen coded, though. He is very much.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, let's just jump into it.
All right. Hold on, let's throw up there you go. All right. I mean, again, that's a good cover, but I mean, I like 11 is my favorite out of the two, but
yeah,
that's not bad. All right.
Poor Dr. Mid-Nite. Look at him go.
I know.
Right. I love how they specify too the Golden Age, Dr. Mid-Nite. Everybody's getting their credits because the whole thing that's going on with Batman. I find it very fascinating when you look back and see what things are happening or why certain things happen. Everybody's got to get their credit and.
All right, so Secret Origins, Volume 2, Number 20, November 1987. Well, the Batgirl story, Flawed Gems. Writer Barbara Kessel, penciler Rick Leonardi, Inker Dick Giordano, colors Carl Gafford,
Oh
letterer.
my God, Carl, you're back again.
Yeah. Letterer Duncan Andrews and editors Roy Thomas and Robert Greenberg.
Listen, one thing about Carl, he was gonna get his money one way or another.
I've
You
heard
see his name so freaking much in the 80s, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I swear, like 80s or 90s, like you kept seeing like the same colorists and like letterers keep just like popping up everywhere.
Legally or illegally, we gotta get this money.
I don't know if they had like a small pool of them or what, but yeah, they kept showing up.
If the rate is right.
Exactly. Batgirl was prowling the rooftops of Gotham City in pursuit of a fast-paced thief with a power pack.
Not to be confused with Marvel's character.
Exactly. She eventually catches him, only to discover that he is a young teenager.
It was anarchy.
Shocked by his age, Batgirl lets him go free with a stern warning, but the incident reminds her of the path she traveled to become Batgirl. Flashback. When Barbara Gordon was a little girl, she lived with her family in Ohio.
Boo! Sorry, Ohio.
Her best friend was a girl named Marcy, and together they fantasized about one day becoming powerful superheroes. During one such escapade, Barbara learned some shocking news. Her mother, Thelma, had been killed along with her aunt in an
Aunt Louise.
Ah! They should have had a sign
too soon.
They should have had a sign on that at the edge of that cliff. As bad as things were for Barbara, they were even worse for her father, Roger.
Ew! Ew!
Roger began drinking heavily and taking his aggression out on Barbara. A few years later, Roger's drinking and self-abuse finally took its toll on him and he passed away. Barbara left Ohio to stay with her uncle, James Gordon, and her aunt Barbara.
This is where it starts!
In Gotham City. Barbara was excited about living in the same city as the legendary Batman and took every opportunity to learn as much about the Cape Crusaders as she possibly could. When Barbara was 13 years old, she snuck into her father's darkened office to find him conversing with none other than the Batman. Before leaving, Batman surreptitiously left a note behind for Barbara to find. It read, "Don't get caught, he'll get angry."
Damn.
Exactly. The following morning, Barbara decided that she wanted to
alcoholism does run in the family. Just saying.
Yeah, but he was a pipe man. Barbara decided that she wanted to learn self-defense.
See, he was on those rocks.
Wow. She convinced her adopted father to allow her to enroll in a karate class.
Karate.
No,
this version of Barbara, that's how she says it.
Yeah.
You just know it.
Like everything else, Barbara excelled in class and quickly became the envy of her instructors. More importantly than her martial arts prowess, however, was her academic achievements. She earned top scores in high school and was able to graduate 2 years early. At 16, Barbara became the youngest student to ever enroll at Gotham State University. She graduated with honors and accepted a job as a research librarian at the Gotham Public Library. Yes, shoot for the stars. Before long, though, she was ready to live her true dream.
Shooting porno after hours in the library, taking her glasses off slowly.
Whoa.
No? Okay, never mind.
We
all have different dreams. It's fine.
The police officers of... I don't know, man. From what I hear, she's always taking her clothes off behind bushes. I don't know. The police officers of Gotham City were hosting a policeman's charity costume ball. In attendance were many of the city's wealthiest patrons, including Bruce Wayne. Barbara fashioned her own costume and decided
the animated series.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
Crashed the party as Batgirl. When she arrived, and again, we covered Detectives 359, she found that a costume criminal called Killer Moth.
Paging a certain someone.
It's me, your old pal, the Owl.
And his cronies had been planning on raiding the event and stealing the proceeds. Batgirl swung into action for the first time and succeeded in driving Killer Moth away. Batman arrived at the scene and admonished Batgirl for her reckless behavior.
That's for boys, see?
You don't work for me. Are you an orphan?
No, well, kind of technically.
Yeah. No, he just don't want to upset his boo.
Exactly. It's like, you can't be interfering with my booty calls.
Oh my. Despite his harsh criticism, however, Barbara continued to adventure as Batgirl for several years. She eventually earned the Dark Knight's respect and approval and accompanied him as well as Robin the Boy Wonder on several missions.
He's like, copyright infringement, I'm suing your ass.
Oh my. After a brief stint as a superhero, Barbara decided to retire as Batgirl to pursue her career in politics. She became the youngest politician ever to hold a seat in the United States Congress and served for one full term. Oh, she became a politician. Oh, she became a villain. Okay.
She only served a year. It takes about, listen, I'm going to be so real with you. It takes about 3 terms. Once that little slush fund and certain people come knocking and lobbying, and
once they know you're there for the full ride. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Following her foray into politics, Barbara partially came out of retirement and donned the cape and cowl once again. All right.
But why was it called Flawed Gems? I don't understand.
I don't know. Yeah, were there any gems in this?
I was like, was the robbery and I just missed it? Or she's not flawed. She's like the most freaking, and I don't mean this in a bad way. She's the most Mary Sue of them all, honestly.
She's the most normal of the Bat crew.
Yeah.
But again, here we're still in the era where yes, she was older than Dick Grayson. So
as long as he was legal, I don't care.
I know.
If he likes an older woman, that's on. I mean, he likes older women, aliens. He's got a wide variety in taste.
Just like
if you got boobs, you're his type, probably.
How dare you?
Come on, yeah. We've seen all his love interests. They are very varied. Some even ship him with Raven, thanks to that Titan show.
Oh God, yeah, but how old was she in that show?
Exactly. Some people just don't think.
He was like the big brother to her there. What can you say when you got a nice butt, man? They come to you.
True. His milkshake brings all the girls to the yard for sure.
From Earth and
doesn't hurt. He has a mansion attached to that backyard,
Whoa! Yeah.
Okay. You want to still do Dr. Mid-Nite or
no? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead. Go for it.
The secret origin of Dr. Mid-Nite. Dr. Charles McNider is one of the most renowned surgeons in the New York area. Working alongside him is his trusted nurse and companion, Myra Mason. One evening, a harried police officer calls upon McNider's services. He tells him that an important witness against criminal gangster Killer Maroney has just been shot and may die. McNider races to the hospital to save his life. During the operation, one of Maroney's thugs, Mike, climbs the fire escape outside the building and lobs her hand grenade into the room. The explosion.
So sad.
I know.
See, this is how a hero who was a doctor should lose his powers, not drunk driving. Shout out to Dr. Strange.
Oh, yeah. Because in the service.
Or texting in this updated version.
Yeah. Again, it makes him seem more heroic.
Doctor Strange isn't a hero. That was my whole point.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. From day one, it kind of taints the character. Where it's like, oh yeah, he was
it warning kids against drinking? Because listen, back in the day when they didn't even have seatbelts, there were like no regulations about driving drunk.
I know.
So maybe that's what that was about. I don't know.
Oh hell, I'm old enough. I rode in the back of a pickup with nothing except my wits about me. Yeah.
Yes, Gen X and millennials, the ultimate latchkey kids and urban survivalists. Both water and bikes. That's all we had.
Here, try not to fly out as we make this turn, okay? But no, I guess I don't know if that's like a hallmark of Stan's characters, where it's like, oh yeah, they start off as selfish, but then they kind of show them coming to heroics,
Yeah. I'm just saying, this is just a better version.
Yeah. So everyone else is killed in the room except for Dr. McNider. He is rendered permanently blind from the attack. A few nights later, McNider is resting in his study when a wood owl crashes through the window.
Justin, what are you doing here?
I know. Wait a minute. It's not a bat. It's an owl that crashes through the window.
Exactly. I'll be somewhere crying and throwing up right now.
I know. Shocked by the disturbance, Charles rips the bandages from his eyes and discovers that he can see perfectly well in the dark. However, he is still completely blind when in the presence of natural light. He mends the injured bird and names him Hootie.
Where's the blowfish?
Oh,
It's me, your old pal, the owl.
oh my God!
We're still calling Justin Hootie.
Yes. McNider decides to use his unique night vision powers to become the latest in a growing line of mystery men. Naming himself
Great movie, even if it does have Ben Stiller in it.
Oh, yes, yeah. Yes, check out the review Tyler and I did of Mystery Men while Lilith was on vacation.
Scroll
Oh,
way
no.
down at that point.
Oh, no, I made a Hootie and the Blowfish joke because, oh, God, we were talking Atlantis Attacks, and we're talking Namor, of course, and I said, yes, this isn't Hootie, but he wants to beep that fish.
Nice.
Thank you.
Wants to blow that fish. She should have just went for it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Naming himself, he takes Dr. Mid-Nite. He takes to the streets with a pair of special infrared goggles and an arsenal of custom-made blackout bombs. Yes, kids, smoke bombs. Dr. Mid-Nite learns
he had to call him that, because Batman.
Yes,
I think he does sue for copyright infringement in the DC universe. Personally,
well, again, I mean, in the era he came about in, I mean, they're all kind of copying each other. We're Batman, Dr. Mid-Nite, Green Arrow. Dr. Mid-Nite learns that Killer Maroni has attempted to take another life. He tracks the gangster down to his townhouse and uses his blackout bombs to temporarily blind Maroni's men in a flash of black smoke. While the thugs' perceptions are obscured, Dr. Mid-Nite easily takes them down. After doing away with the hired help, he apprehends Killer Maroni and brings the gangster to justice. All right. Thoughts?
No, I think this is solid. This is one of the more normal Secret Origins.
Yeah.
Like, this is just really solid, and like a lot of people probably didn't even know Dr. Mid-Nite at all. So
yeah, especially if you weren't versed in JSA and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, this
is a pretty good, solid, like, hey, if you were curious about who this character is, this is what he is, this is what he stands for. Pretty cool dude.
Yeah, and it adapted.
And he's blind, That's pretty cool representation too. So
do they owe Marvel some shekels?
Not at all, because he's kind of I don't know. I think I don't think so.
I mean, Dr. Mid-Nite's a doctor. Meanwhile, Daredevil's a lawyer with a sex addiction.
Like I said, if anything, his counterpart would probably be Doctor Strange a little bit. Just doctors. And
Doctor. Yeah.
He does get into the mystical stuff a little later with the JSA stuff with the people that he does team up with. So that's why I kind of throw him in that grab bag.
Yeah.
But there's a lot, and I you know what's even funny is there's even a female version too, Beth Chapel. So
yes.
There's like 3 different versions.
Because they
one
made
is
what's
Peter
Cross. Yeah, the more modern JSA stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, I find that funny though.
So you like 0 Hour? How did you feel about the JSA getting like massacred in 0 Hour? Because Justin hates it.
I mean, I hate it, but like I said, it felt like it was actually thought out. I knew it was never going to be permanent. Like, JSA is just kind of foundational. And we've seen in the absence of Justice League that they kind of gave JSA a lot of the shine that they needed. And you need that JSA foundation, but also you need the elimination of the JSA to kind of get the Justice League to actually step up as well. So it's kind of like this catch-22. Yeah. Especially since we don't really have an actual Earth 2, you know what I mean? That's like that they go back and forth and have a relationship with anymore. The loss of actual Earth 2 where they could do that, it's just, I think they need to bring it back because it's just really fun to see your Mirror House version of yourself, especially like Earth 3, maybe even, you know what I mean? To that extent.
The Syndicate, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like it was fun, and it kind of informed each character in each Earth, and like Earth 2. For me personally, I feel like Earth 2 was better than Earth 1 in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I've been devastated, honestly, since the loss of Earth 2. And I've just been waiting for them to kind of just roll that back.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice when they all get to interact, but it's like, yeah, I think
that way it's not a universal crisis. It's just a crisis on 2 Earths, you know?
Yeah. And again, too, it's like it's kind of nice when they have their own Earth to do whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
And again, it's like, yeah, that pre-crisis Earth 2, I mean, they could do whatever they wanted. Like they killed off their version of Batman.
Yep.
They kept him dead.
And that let Dick and Helena like step up and be these really super interesting characters.
Oh,
because
yeah.
who are the like legacy characters of Batman when he's not there?
Mm-hmm.
Like when he's gone. Not that he's old and retired, but like he's dead and gone. Like what do you do then?
And like neither one of them even like stepped in that costume. It's basically like, okay, yeah. But, I mean, he was like an old man. He was still Robin.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they still fought his fight, but neither one of them became Batman or Batwoman or anything.
Yeah. And I thought that was like super interesting. And I don't know if that was like an editorial mandate or what, but I thought it was super interesting that they didn't do that.
Yes.
Because Earth Prime? Oh no, somebody getting in that fucking suit. Somebody's gonna put that cowl on. I don't care who it is, as long as it's not Batman.
Yeah, that's why it was great to have a separate Earth for the JSA and stuff, because again, they could do whatever they wanted. It wasn't main continuity, so you want to kill a character, fine. You want to keep him dead, fine.
Yep. I think like we don't want people to be confused. Like I remember there was a time in movies where it's like, oh, we can't have 2 blondes, the audience will be confused. Like, the late 90s and early 2000s. I was just watching Final Destination 2, and I remember that Clear River in the original movie had brown hair, and B, AJ Cook is a natural blonde, but they let Ali Larter be the blonde, and I'm just like, whatever. But they literally did that because they both have blonde hair, blue eyes, and I'm just like,
well, that's just the thing. It's just like in so many different genres that people, I don't know who behind the scenes thinks the audience is stupid, because that was the purpose of Crisis in the first place. They're like, oh, continuity is so confusing to people, and so they had to they wanted to get rid of the multiverse. Meanwhile, everything now is multiverse everywhere.
And listen, I'm gonna say it. In my personal opinion, you can fight me on this. DC has the better multiverse.
Well, I mean,
in the comics, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's more rich and full. Like I feel like Marvel's multiverse is kind of newer and like a little flashy and a lot less substance.
Well, yeah, I mean, until recently when they did all the zombie stuff and all the different timelines. Now,
so it's just a rich tradition that's just like literally been there since the beginning for DC.
Well, back in the day, Marvel didn't have an Earth 2. I mean,
yeah.
All they pretty much did were like what if issues, and it's like, okay, here's another universe. We're never going to see this one again, and
And at the same time, DC still had Elsewhere Tales too, so it's like, you know. For me, that's why it's just kind of richer and fuller, and I've always kind of just leaned towards DC more than Marvel, just because, they have kind of a longer story, more storied history too than Marvel. Just they have like a 20-year head start on them. So
I mean, Marvel had, it had a counter Earth, but they really never steered into the skid
at all, and that is interesting stuff for sure. But you have to. It takes a very certain person, like I said, to kind of handle the histories and actually have a good idea and follow through. And Marvel, sometimes they're just, let's throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, literally.
Well, especially, I mean, these days, but yeah, back in the day on both sides, I mean, you had people who were so passionate about this stuff. I don't know if they kept Bibles of this stuff or what.
Yeah, they did. I've seen a couple before, but I think they were either lost or burned or something, and that's a shame. Like I would when DG Chichester was talking about help me out. I'm blanking. My edibles are kicking in.
Give me a hint. What?
Shoot.
Oh, were we talking? What?
Yeah,
Epic Comics? Or
no, not Epic. It'll come to me. It'll come to me as soon as we're done recording. But yeah, it's like where he saw the Bible, and that's how he was able to kind of they had like maps and stuff.
Oh, was it the Night Stalker stuff, the Midnight Sun stuff?
No, I don't think it was that.
Okay. But no, yeah, I mean, back in the 90s, I mean, Marvel and DC, especially, when they had like 4 Superman books, 4 Batman books, 4 Spider-Man books. Yeah, those writers would have like yearly, summits and be like, okay, let's plot the year out. Okay, you're going to get part 1 and then part 2, this team's going to have to do this. And oh, yeah, I mean, it was a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
Because like even like DG Chichester said the one time, when they did Dead Man's Hand, him and Fabian and Chuck Dixon sat down for lunch and just plotted. It was only like 9 issues. They still, took time and plotted all that stuff out. Which again, it's harder now because
Milestone universe. Thank you.
Milestone,
It's gonna come to me.
You're such a Milestone fan too, man. I was just like,
I'm like very.
This must be some weaponized edibles. I'm like, you're such a Milestone fan.
Yeah, my brain is it's ready.
I'm like, it can't be Milestone. She's a huge fan of that.
I had a brain fart. It happens. I'm getting old.
I know. You and your candy store. All right.
It's good for arthritis too.
Yeah, her glaucoma and her arthritis are all acting up, kids. All right, so where were we?
Oh, I mean, we kind of wrapped it up, but
yes,
yes. I mean, we talked about the Bat books on the other night, so if you want to check that out,
it was another week. There was another week. There weren't a ton of DC books this week.
I like it like this, honestly. Yeah. My wallet likes it like this. I think, like I said, they need to focus on quality and not quantity.
Yeah. And like I said, I think over there, I mean, I think Mark Waid is going to kind of help that a little bit.
Yeah.
I think Mark Waid's a guy, who treasures these stories and isn't just, let's just throw whatever at the wall and see if it sticks.
I guess I can't shout out Shazam number 14.
You know what? I was reading.
But it was Mary and Freddie kind of focused.
Oh, that's another one. Yeah. I was reading Shazam and I kind of dropped it with this issue. I didn't get this one. I was just like, I don't know. It's a lot of modern Shazam. I try, and then after a while, it just kind of bores me. I don't know if it's the pace or if it's just like, hey, the family walked through a wrong door again. It just seems like it's the same themes over and over. It's just.
What gets me, and like I know it's probably cool for some people, but it's like one of the only I think it is the only DC book right now set in a real city world. And it just sucks me right out of DC.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah.
That was my whole thing. Like I kind of I just kind of grinned and bared it when like Green Arrow was in Seattle or whatever. It was like, okay. Yeah. I mean, at the time, like Seattle was kind of like an unknown too. It's like, it's grunge, it's dark, it's mysterious.
Yeah. So, like Power Shazam in the 80s, where was that set? That was a fictional city, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think they did that because of the movie, probably.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, of course. I mean, you read Shazam currently, yeah. You can tell it's very definitely influenced by the movies and stuff. Oh, did you see? Speaking of Shazam, Zachary Levi's Harold in the Purple Crayon tanked hard.
Well, duh. I know. Listen, isn't that Ryan Reynolds' imaginary friend? If that tanked too, like, babe, stop making movies.
Oh, did it? Did it?
I'm pretty sure it did.
I didn't see that, but I think Harold in the Purple Crayon might have made a whole $6 million or something.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I mean it tanked hard.
Shazam is supposed to be in Fawcett City. So
yes,
the whole Philly thing is just weird.
Yes. Yeah, that whole again.
Oh, as I look, everybody fucking hates it too. Okay.
What?
I just looked on Reddit and I'm like, oh, everybody hates it. Okay, it's not just me. That he's in Philly. They're like, where's Fawcett City?
Again, you could tell it's so much corporate synergy, and it's like, oh, we got to look like the movie. Why?
It's like, listen, I think it's one of the better movies of the DCEU, mainly because Zack Snyder had no hand in it, and it's basically about family, like it's supposed to be. But one of them is a Christmas movie, but still.
But again, we're
no reason to change anything in the comics. Like those two entities should have stayed separate.
And we're probably not coming back to this version of Shazam, right? So what's the point of tying to a movie we're not coming back to?
I guess after they're done, I'm surprised it got to issue 14, to be honest. So whenever they decide to get that this is the end of the book, then we're probably just gonna reset.
I forget what issue, but you know what it was. Mark Waid and Dan Mora did like the first arc or so of this book.
Oh, I totally forgot. You're right. It's the only reason why I was reading it, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. And then all of a sudden, they don't even mention anything, but yeah, you get a new creative team. But, you know, they try to sneak it in there. But
yeah, now that you mention it, I was thinking to myself, why is this on my pull list still?
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I gave the new creative team a chance. I was just like, I don't think this is for me. But yeah, that's how they snagged a lot of people.
I want more comic book accurate, like old school. Like I know we can't have the name Captain Marvel anymore, and that's really just what kills Shazam for me, honestly. Well, the fact that they tried to make Black Adam like bigger than Shazam, it's just like a whole thing. Like he's kind of like suffering that Superman syndrome, where they kind of lost his identity and they need to get back to the roots of who he is. And I think having more time with the family, the Mary Marvel family, and we can't even really say that anymore, is really fucking killing me, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just such a shame. Because they won the original lawsuit, and then like 20 years later, like Marvel's like, you know what would be fun for shits and giggles if we sued them now. I felt like that was karma and everything, but now that it's actually affecting one of my like actual favorite characters, the more interesting character too, that now that they fully incorporated, and they have put him in the Justice League and stuff, which was fun for a little bit.
Yeah, and again, I'm always like, I'm just like, you know, do you want a character whose name reminds people of your competition?
I thought that was the gag of it all, though, just like a little salt in the wound. I always thought that was. I love that thing, honestly. But I hate Shazam. It's like, babes, it's not.
Yeah, let's name the character the word he can't say, or he loses his powers.
Yeah, and like it's like a meta thing, or I don't know. Like it's just weird.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Harold and the Purple Crayon made 12 million worldwide.
What is that even supposed to be about?
It's
based on a book, right? Like
it's like a children's book, but like I've online I'm seeing people who even like read it to their kids or read it themselves as a kid. They're like, "What the F is this?" Even people who are fans.
No tea, no shade, but like, oh my god, they went and drug poured Alfred Molina into this. No.
And again, like you said, I don't know if it did that well either. But again, you're going up against Ryan Reynolds' If movie. It's like, I mean, again, it's him producing or whatever. I mean, it was Steve Carell in there, John Krasinski. What's her face? Kaylee Fleming.
I mean, If came out in May, so it should be on video now. I'm just saying, like that one kind of flopped too. It only made $3.7 million.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess there's not a high demand.
I mean, Garfield made a shit ton of money. I guess people are saying.
I wonder what
it made 250. Yeah, we just talked about this. It made like $252 million. The Chris Pratt one. Wild. Like, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you though. Garfield people, they go hard for Garfield. Like, if you know a Garfield person, you know they have every single book that collected the comic book strips. They have every single piece of merch. It's like them and Ziggy. They are hardcore collectors, bro. Because for a long time, it was very hard to find Garfield merch. And then, like, in the mid-90s, they exploded with Garfield merch. No, I would say, like, the late 80s, early 90s, when they had that Garfield cartoon show on, like, CBS. That's when, like, all the merch exploded. And then the market contracted and then it became hard to find. So, yeah, they're going to show up for Garfield. Same thing with the Smurfs, too, and Alvin and the Chipmunks. Like, they have their fans.
But you know what took these type of movies? What took the box office this summer? Despicable Me 4.
Yeah, Minions gonna do it for the kids every time.
Oh yeah, I mean, again, Lucas.
They have 4 of them. Meanwhile, I'm like, please, I just want another Megamind, please.
I know.
Somebody, please.
I mean, Lucas kind of out on kids movies, but he wanted to see Despicable Me 4. He's like, yeah, let's go see that.
Minions are a meme. They're a vibe. I totally.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the Minions. Yeah.
There's actually a lot of lore. I was actually watching a TikTok about it. There's a lot of lore with the Minions about like who they serve and like why they were like locked in a cave for like.
Oh yeah, there was a Minions movie. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so it's thing. Like okay.
There's 4 Despicable Me movies and a Minions movie. So yeah. So again, you know that thing's making money because they keep pumping them out.
Yeah. I get it. Like, shout out to the Minions franchise. I think we could just wrap it up here. What is the homework assignment?
Well, well, it might have to be TBD because I think we have one more week before Smith-Tember.
Okay.
And
so we'll play it by ear?
Yeah. So we'll let you know, kids. You'll either get an Unlimited Justice or Salty and Petty. So, but yeah, stay tuned. You're going to get something. We always give you something. Hey. All right. So
that's what he said.
Hey, but yeah, send us your thoughts on these Secret Origins and, all the different continuities, new DC comics, what you're looking forward to, all that good stuff. Or hey, request stuff. What do you want us to cover? But definitely, I mean, Unlimited Justice will be back. Well, we have at least 1 or 2 episodes planned for Smith-Tember, and when Zatanna #3 comes out, we'll definitely be here.
Yeah.
So send us your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes and Lunatics merch. Get your classic Capes and Lunatics merch. Like I said, once I get off my butt, there'll probably be more new merch coming. So check out the stores. And of course, the queen here demands she needs more candy money. So yes, please ran the money on us through the Cash App link.
I just need it to be legal in all 50 states so that my fucking insurance can cover it.
Yes. You don't have to worry about crossing state lines and stuff. Yeah.
I'm not in Ohio. I don't live on the border of Ohio.
I know, but I'm just saying, if you go from one state and you go to another one that doesn't.
I'm only ever gonna go to a state that does. So Denver, Nevada, California.
I hate to tell you what you did this summer, but okay.
Well, I didn't bring any with me, so.
I know. She's passed out half the time. I was like, oh, Lilith's either high or passed out.
That's how you cope with life in a dystopian capitalistic nightmare.
Oh, damn. All right. So
you're welcome, Noel.
Anyway, so yes, also check out our Patreon where patrons get exclusive, only to them, uncensored episodes every month. Again, we could cover anything.
What are we doing this month?
I said for August, Justin said he may have a request for us. So yes, patrons can request us a topic. So tune in for a patron requested topic. I'm recording with him tonight. I'll be like, we need that topic. So subscribe to the Patreon. And of course, you can find that at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. And you can find everything all in one place. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. Tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, give us money so we don't have to dance on the pole.
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
This point, I think they want it. I think they want us to.
Well, you got to pay a lot more.
It's not here anymore, so there's nobody that's going to swing on a pole for you. Sorry to let you know. Unless we get a new person around here.
Hey, man, if you chip in enough money where I don't have to work ever again in my life, I'll swing on the pole for you. Come on. Get Matt Kona's wife to teach me. Come on. Oh, there's a stripper, Hootie. Under the name, dance under the name Hootie. The top looks like owl eyes. Yeah.
Justin's like, watch it. You're encroaching on my territory.
I know. Oh, please, if it was a male stripper, he'd be all for it. Anyway, Love Hellfire, where can people get a hold of you?
Still on a social media cleanse, but I should be back at the beginning of September, right in time for September, on TikTok at Lilith Hellfire 69.
Either do the 6 or do the 9. Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises. Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
All right, kids. Hope you had fun. We had fun. Again, come back. More Unlimited Justice, Salty and Petty. September is right around the corner. And again, if you have requests for a review of something, a DC book, yeah, let us know.
Hey, I know it's your birth month and everything, but can we do Aquaman April for
Yeah, sure.
2025?
Sure. All right. We can do all genres. All right. Come back next time. And remember, don't do the magic. Magic mess you up.